Hey everyone, this is Marisa with DiscoverIntuition.com. I'm just getting ready to go to Easter dinner right now, and as I was heading out the door, I thought, you know what? I better clear my energy before I go. When I say energy, I mean emotions. When most of the time you'll see in my videos, I'll talk about energy this, energy that. When I talk about energy, I'm basically just talking about emotions. Emotions are, whether they're mine or other people's, you can kind of see emotions as little things that float around in our own bubbles. I call it our snow globe, like little snowflakes in our snow globe. And then everyone else, other people have their snow globe with their snowflakes in it, with their emotions, their feelings, their memories, their energy. And what happens is if you're around people or their family or their close friends or even if somebody kind of reminds you of somebody that you know, what will happen is some of their snowflakes have the ability to come over and affect your snow globe. So let's say you're the little statue and you're used to all your little snowflakes floating around. You're totally used to your anger. You're totally used to your frustration. You're totally used to everything that you deal with on a daily basis because you have defense mechanisms for them. But then you go and you get around somebody that kind of either just kind of like they just kind of provoke you emotionally, whether they remind you of an ex-boyfriend or an ex-friend or your sister or your brother or your parents or whatever. If they get some sort of if you pay any sort of like, oh, that person reminds me of so-and-so, or they just give you some sort of emotional rise, whether it's good or bad or whatever, there's a possibility that your field, your snow globe, could now be connected to theirs. And then their snowflakes basically could be affecting you. So usually we go about our days, we go to the grocery store, we're not really like looking around going, oh gosh, that person bugs me, or oh, this person reminds me of that person, and blah, 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 blah. So we're not really intermingling our energy with other people's energy throughout the day, but you come up on holidays and guess what? Your family and you are basically intertwined within yourselves. So your energy, you're sharing energy with your family, whether you're with them or not. But when you're with them, it's even more so. I'll get into cords and I'll get into the emotional body and a lot of other stuff in other exercises. But today I just wanted to teach you guys how to clear your energy. So when you're at Easter dinner, you won't be frustrated and you won't be thinking about the fight that you had with your sister 8 years ago and you can't believe that she still thinks she's right and blah, 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 blah. Even if that's a conscious thought or subconscious. Your subconscious mind could be thinking, I can't believe she still thinks she's right. Even if she doesn't still think she's right. She could have completely forgotten about it, but your subconscious mind could be thinking that, and that could be attracting to you irritation and anger, and then maybe she scrapes her tooth on her fork when she's eating, and all of a sudden you just want to punch her because she's doing that to bug you because she always thinks she's right. So, you know, we have all these pent up things in our energy. We have all these pent up emotions, feelings, memories that sometimes we don't even know that we remember these things until someone brings it up, or, you know, you just get in a fight and then all of a sudden you're fighting about her scraping her tooth on her fork and that's your pet peeve. And now all of a sudden you're fighting about the shirt that she borrowed from you in the 7th grade and she ripped it and then she went out with Johnny Parker and the blah, 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 blah. And then you get down to the root, which is she's mad at you for existing, or, you know, you did something to her when you were little kids, or, you know, you're jealous of her, she's jealous of you because the parents treated her differently or whatever. So anyways, usually you can tell in a fight what the fight's about once you get down to the root of it, but you shouldn't have to fight to get down to the root of what the issue is. So anyways, that's kind of, I'm sure you can kind of think of a family member that you have like deep-seated stuff with that you haven't worked it out with them and you just kind of ignore it, and then you get around them and all of a sudden everything that they're doing bugs you. And if you really, really looked at it and got down to the root of it, it's you, and you're feeling a lack of respect from them, a lack of love, a lack of consideration from them because of this thing from like so long ago. So anyway, We won't get into how to clear the cords. We won't even get into how to find them or what they are, anything like that, but just know that you have emotional cords attached to your family, and when you're around them, they're provoked a lot more than when you're not around them. So when you go to dinner tonight, this is what I'm going to have you do. This is what I was going to do right before I left, and thought, you know what, I'm not going to be with my family, but I'm with great friends. I'm going to be with them, and I'm just going to kind of clear my energy and you know, just go over there completely happy and unprovoked by anything. So anyway, so go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm going to take you through this exercise together. It just takes a second. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you are a snow globe. The snow globe's your aura. The snowflakes are your energy. You are the statue, and your consciousness or your spirit lives inside, right around your belly. What I want you to do is I want you to take your awareness to your belly, and I want you to feel the light. I want you to feel how light it feels right there. It's right above your belly, below your heart, kind of between your solar plexus and your heart. This is the seat of your soul. This is your God spot in your body. This is where the consciousness of all that is resides within you. So I want you to feel that brightness. And I want you to see that or feel that or just know that that's there as its own individual little bubble. And then just allow that to expand. Using your mind or your imagination, just will that little area to expand a little bit until it's about the size of your body. So it may be coming a little bit outside of your body, but not completely. Now what I want you to do is I want you to ask your higher self that's 2 feet above your head. I want you to ask your higher self to begin to shoot down beautiful, crystalline liquid. So I kind of see it as mercury, like silver mercury in a thermometer. You may see it as a different color, but just kind of imagine either your higher self as a person. I see my higher self as a blue bubble. So I see the blue bubble above my head, and just kind of begin to imagine like a syrup type crystalline energy pouring down from 2 feet above your head, down through the top of your head, down through your head, down through your throat, your chest, and into that bubble. Allow that liquid to fill up the bubble. Sometimes it takes a long time, sometimes it's really quick. And when the bubble's full, it begins to expand. It's going to grow bigger than your body. And just continue to allow this bubble to expand out past your body. And out to about, it'll stop when it hits the end of your aura, but maybe like 5 or 10 feet. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's farther, depending on where your emotional body is at the time, but we'll get into that another time. But just allow the bubble to grow until it stops. And now you really do look like a snow globe. You've got a bubble around you filled with beautiful crystalline substance. And now what I'd like you to do is to imagine your higher self dropping down into this big, beautiful bubble filled with this crystalline substance. And when your higher self drops in, it drops down through your crown. But your higher self is so bright. It's like the brightest light you've ever seen. So just allow your higher self to drop down through your crown, and you're going to feel like the day melting away. You're going to feel anger. You're going to feel cords. You're going to feel all these things just kind of melting away. So you're just going to feel completely relaxed as your higher self, this bubble, just drops down through your crown. And you can take a couple deep breaths. Just allow your higher self to drop down through your crown, down through your head, down through your body, all the way down, out your feet, down through the earth. And when you get down to the center of the earth, just take a second and just feel the earth's energy combining with your higher self, combining with the being that you are. And then with your mind, imagine your higher self coming up through the earth, bringing the earth's energy with it, up through your feet, your legs, your hips, and right back there to that spot, your God spot. And when your higher self bubble gets there, it'll begin to expand out as big as your field on its own until your entire field of energy is completely bright and shiny. By doing this, you guys, you're basically calling in the consciousness of your higher self. That crystalline substance is a healing modality that the guides channeled to me. I call it source codes. But what you're doing is you're actually calling in whatever energy you need at that time. It's a little bit more complicated if you want to do certain energies, but the way that I have that set up is that crystalline substance is basically whatever it is that you need at this time. So it may be different colors at different times, it may feel different at different times, but that's how it's supposed to be. So the energy being sent from your higher self down to your God spot in your body, down to your soul, clearing out your entire energy field. That energy is going to come in however it needs to come in. So you filled up your entire field with that, and then you called in your higher self. Your higher self cleared out any energy that didn't belong to you. If you are a medium and you tend to attract spirits, it'll clear out earthbound spirits, energies, entities. It's going to clear out anything that's not for your highest and best good, anything that doesn't resonate with perfection that your higher self is, that God is. And then by going down into the earth and picking up the earth's energy, you're grounding yourself with your higher self within your field. So now all of the bitterness or the anger or the stuff that's left over, the fights that you had with your family from a long time ago, are at least cleared out for now. Nothing's going to be absolutely permanent when you do stuff like this, because you kind of have to have almost like more of an awareness of it and kind of work through it and things like that. And that's kind of what people do in sessions and healings and stuff like that, and spiritual counseling and intuitive sessions and things like that. But at least you can clear your energy, and when you go and you meet with your family, you're not going to feel all heavy and weighed down and yucky and gross and everything. So anyway, sorry about Poochie growling the whole time. She can feel when energy's leaving my field, so she was growling as some stuff was leaving, and you may be able to even hear Madison in the background. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully you can comment down below or on YouTube and let me know how it goes. Again, that was connecting with your higher self, clearing your energy and grounding yourself to the earth so that your family doesn't bug you. So anyways, let's see if it works, okay? Happy Easter, and I will see you guys all soon, okay? God bless.